Closing bell, we're about 5 minutes away. Are tech stocks buyable given the recent market volatility? The NASDAQ has fallen pretty dramatically since the start of the year. Can we show that? Year to date, here we go, down 6.5%. Considering we have had double-digit jumps year after year after year. The forward price to earnings ratio of the NASDAQ 100 as of yesterday is 23. That's lower than the 26 1 year ago. Makes it cheaper, more affordable. According to FactSet, our countdown closer, though, is pegging his hopes on another metric for the tech index. Joining me now, Cantor Fitzgerald's chief equity and macro strategist, Eric Johnston. You think the NASDAQ, and I would imagine the components within it, are now much more affordable. Tell us exactly where in the NASDAQ you're looking.
So we do. Thanks for having me. So mega cap tech right now, I think, looks very attractive, and for a few different reasons. So you mentioned valuation. The PEG ratio for the mega cap names has dropped dramatically. It's actually at about a 10-year low, because earnings growth has stayed fairly strong, even though cash flow has moved lower. And then you've got a big re-rating of the multiple. And at a time right now in the market where there's a significant concern around oil prices, around economic growth, and around balance sheets, I think investors are going to want to be in places that have less cyclical sensitivity, less sensitivity to oil, more sensitivity to secular growth, and have strong balance sheets, and you're getting them at a discount to where you've seen over the last 10 years. So I think it's a good entry point. There's been a significant amount of de-risking that has gone on from the institutional community, which is making the setup right now as attractive as it is.
Eric, outside of mega cap tech, where else do you see a chance for people to scoop up some names, some sectors that actually haven't been overbought?
So I think software, which is a very controversial subsector, we turned bullish there a few weeks ago, and we've gotten the initial technical bounce. But we think it does have more to go. One of the things we've learned in this AI discussion over the last 3 years is that narratives can change very quickly.
Yeah.
And so we've seen sentiment turn very, very negative. The RSIs have come down pretty sharply within the software group. And while, of course, there's going to be winners and losers within software, not all created equal, I think the group overall is very attractive and a very good risk reward. If you remember, the narrative around Google a year ago was that they were going to be an loser, and search was a big concern. And then fast forward, a year, and right now Google's considered the biggest winner. So things can change very quickly. No one knows exactly what the outlook is going to be. And so getting software at these types of valuations, these types of sentiment, and this type of positioning, I think makes it look very, very good.
Yeah, that Google example is actually a really good one, because people were writing the epitaph after AI was exploding out onto the scene. And then, of course, we've seen Alphabet do incredibly well. Broader market here, everything's turned negative. It just feels like investors don't want to go into the end of the sessions these days long, except for yesterday, when everything just bloomed in the last, right after the first hour of trade, when President Trump said that everything's going to be great and we're going to hold off on attacking Iran. What is the number one thing you advise people on trading this market?
So I think the short-term risks, whenever you're dealing with war, you can assume nothing. And so the short-term risks are high, but this economy and the S&P earnings are more resistant and less correlated to oil than they've ever been. And so while we have seen this shock in oil prices, and it's going to impact other things besides oil, you've seen a re-rating in the S&P 500 that's much bigger than what the headlines would say. The S&P 500 is only down about 5% from the highs.
There's the bell, Eric. We got to wrap this up. 6 seconds left, and it's red on the screen except for the Russell.